There is a date that most security teams are not ready for. Researchers call it Q-Day. It is the point at which a quantum computer becomes powerful enough to break the cryptographic systems that protect nearly everything on the internet today. We do not know exactly when it will arrive. The most credible estimates range from the early 2030s to the end of this decade. What we do know is that the preparation window is closing. This video is not about panic. It is about understanding what is actually happening so you can make an informed decision about what you build next. Let's start with what is actually at risk. Most of the internet, every HTTPS connection, every digital signature, every encrypted message relies on two mathematical problems that classical computers cannot solve in any practical time frame. The first is factoring large numbers. The second is the discrete logarithm problem. A sufficiently powerful quantum computer running an algorithm called Shor's algorithm can solve both of these in polynomial time. That means the encryption protecting your wallet, your API keys, your user authentication, and your data in transit becomes breakable. Not eventually, not theoretically, breakable by a machine that nation-states are actively building right now. Here is where most developers tune out, because this sounds like a future problem. It is not. There is an attack vector called harvest now, decrypt later. Adversaries are collecting encrypted traffic today. Government communications, financial records, intellectual property, with the intention of decrypting it once quantum capability arrives. If the data you are handling today needs to remain confidential for more than 5 to 10 years, it is already at risk. This is not a hypothetical. Intelligence agencies have been documenting this pattern for years. So what changed? In 2024, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, finalized the first post-quantum cryptography standards. This was the result of an 8-year global competition involving hundreds of the world's best cryptographers. The selected algorithms are Crystal's Kyber for key encapsulation and Crystal's dilithium for digital signatures. These are not experimental. They are the new standard. The US federal government has already begun mandating them for sensitive systems. The migration has started. The question is not whether it will happen. The question is whether your infrastructure will be ready when it does. Now, here is why this is specifically a developer problem, not just a security team problem. If you build an identity system today using RSA or ECDSA, and quantum computers arrive in 2031, you will need to rebuild that identity system. Every key, every credential, every signed record, rebuilt. That is not a patch. That is a rewrite. If you build on infrastructure that has already implemented Crystal's Kyber and Crystal's dilithium at the foundation, you do not rebuild. The cryptographic layer is already forward compatible. This is what Authio has done. Post-quantum cryptography is not an add-on. It is built into the identity layer by default. When you deploy on Authio, your application inherits post-quantum cryptography without any additional configuration. You did not have to solve this problem. It is already solved at the stack level. There are honest limitations worth naming. Post-quantum algorithms are newer. They have been vetted by NIST, but they do not have the decades of real-world attack surface that RSA and ECC have accumulated. Cryptography is a field where time under scrutiny matters. What we can say is that the NIST selection process was rigorous, public, and adversarially tested. These algorithms represent the current best available option for a threat that is not going away. The alternative, continuing to build on classical cryptography and planning to migrate later, is a bet that Q-Day arrives slowly enough for you to respond. Based on the current trajectory of quantum hardware development, That is not a bet we would recommend. The practical takeaway is this. If you are building infrastructure that will be in production for 5 or more years, you are building in the quantum threat window. The time to make the architectural decision is before you deploy, not after. Post-quantum cryptography is available today. NIST has standardized it. Authio has implemented it at the foundation level. The migration is not a future project. For developers building on Authio, it is already done. In the next video, we walk through getting started on the Authio network, setting up your wallet, understanding the mainnet explorer, and what quantum-resistant key generation actually looks like in practice. The link is in the description.